Hello, hello, hello. I know it's another video in the same day. Okay, so hopefully this is Jolene with hopefully this is me. This is Jolene with the Jewel Design. Hopefully you saw me this morning. We were working on another journal. We were working on Laurette inspired double envelope, double journal type concept that she had worked on, but we were turning mine into a journal and ephemera holder. Still double pockets, still double envelopes. But it was a nice Valentine based journal. And I know I was going to try to come back on and show you guys the cover or ephemera or whatever, but that was a week ago. And so I knew that if I put another video or another journal with me video out, you guys would have seen that next week. And that would be almost February, and you wouldn't get it in time if you really wanted to use this for all of February. So I have this gorgeous Valentine inspired envelope journal and ephemera holder all ready to go and done. It is listed in the Etsy shop. Definitely heavily inspired by Laurette. I really appreciate her creativity and all that she does. And if you want to see her, of course, her double envelope journal, of course, go check out Laurette Chandler on YouTube. I'll put her link down below, and you'll see all the wonderful things that she does. Being my mom, of course, we inspire each other, and we definitely help each other out. But I wanted to show this off to you guys. You saw me work on it up to the point of the cover and any ephemera and pockets inside, or even the pockets. You got to see the pockets, just not the ephemera. And in a day, I was able to get all the ephemera done and the cover done, but if I had to keep filming it, it was going to take forever, and you guys would be missing out on the possibility of a great journal. Plus, the next 2 weeks are going to get really crazy for me schedule-wise, so I don't even know what's coming up. I'm hoping to get a digital reveal to you guys for another journal kit, but that's going to be the extent of it for the next 2 weeks. So let's get through this really quickly, show you the newest journal, what it finished out being. If you haven't seen it, I will click it, of course, at the end of this video. You can go back and see how I put this one together just for inspiration. But if you're in need of a February journal, a Valentine journal, something to do on a daily basis, it has 52 pages in it, and I think 37 plus pages, whatever you want to call it, to actually write on, which you'll see really quickly here. So there's lots of room to write in here daily. There's extra bullet journal areas. And then, of course, the ephemera that's in it is all cards and tags that have more journal space in it. And all you have to do is decide if you want to add some pockets to the pages or some belly bands to the pages. If you wanted to be more like, I still want to write on the page, let me put one of these beautiful cards in there. Otherwise, there are pockets on the outside holding all these beautiful pieces, and all you got to do is tuck them back in once you've written on them. So here's the cover. We are using could have been a mini placemat. It's lace. It's tea-dyed, lace, or like applique lace. And I went ahead and tea-dyed it because I didn't want bright white except for little accents. And I decided that we were going to cover that red to sort of tone it down. Not to keep it too bright, but not see it, because we do see it throughout the rest of the book. And then, of course, added papers and scrapbooking, applique type lace, music paper, and then flowers and hearts and things that I either painted or had in my collection. So flowers and butterflies and hearts and everything pretty and lovely, right, for Valentine. It is, will be, of course, tied with a bow with some yarn and twine when it's done, but I didn't want to do that right now because I don't want to keep tying it, untying it, tying it, untying it. We want you guys to do that, not wear it out before you ever get it. So, but it is like, so this was either like a placemat or a little table runner, great on an edge thing, but I found it at a thrift store, so we're putting it to good use. Okay, let me make sure we are in good view so I don't have to move around too much. Okay, awesome. So in here, as we discussed in the previous video, we are taking the 2 sets of envelopes. They are the cover to the inside of the journal, and they're the outside cover that allowed us to do pockets. So make it an ephemera holder on the outside, and of course a journal in between the pockets. Now here you have the large journal. We did a little decorating, another large journal. These have some just basic cutouts that came from a number of sources, plus my own kits. These are all going to be great for writing on, and maybe placed, a belly band or a pocket somewhere else, if you decide. And then there's the decorated ephemera that I would have loved to do on camera for you guys, but I would be here for a month of Sundays if I did it. So this is a cluster of elements that were left over to put a label on the back, so you had a little space to write on it. Maybe it's a moment, a date. Maybe it's February 14th, and where you guys went for dinner, or what you may have made for hubby or partner or parents, or whatever loving thing you may have done, some quick little moment. This was an old card, not an old card, like a thank you card from one of the companies I had. I loved the roses, so I layered up on top of it, covered the back, and again, you have more journal space, right? I just had fun. I just had a lot of fun with that one. Then I took a checklist and we made it a chocolate check, right? Ooh, cute little thing. Again, another journaling space. Really easy to just sort of list a menu for the day or a quick thought, your favorite quote. The back is open to do as you see fit. If you really wanted to journal something there, you could. And the top was the clear pockets we talked about, that it is stuffed with mini ephemera. So any of the pages that you have, you can decorate. Any of the elements that I did not decorate but left flat for you, you can decorate some more. There are words, there's tags, there's fussy cuts, labels, you know, all kinds of things. There's words on the back side. Oh, it's just full. But I don't want to keep pulling them in and out. But they are up here for your enjoyment to use. Okay. I'll put those back in later. So then there's your inner cover, the front cover of the journal. All, 52 pages, as if you were reading a book, 52 pages. Almost everything can be journaled on in some point. These are pretty, you don't have to, but you can bullet point, quote, special event, a date. The only page you can't probably journal on is this one. So sorry about that, but that leaves you great for put one of your favorite papers, belly band it, put one of these cards in place of it, and there's another page. You don't lose out on pages when you can put your ephemera in there. But this can totally be written on. Eco-dyed papers, these are digitals. This is double-sided scrapbook papers. Again, another one, okay, so you have 4 pages you can't write on, but they are great for belly bands. They're great for more pockets to put, like, okay, put a date on it with a label, stick a card in it, and you have a journaling moment. You don't need to lose any dates or moments or, consistencies. Again, even some of the decorative pages still have these gorgeous gaps to put a quick bullet journal type effect on it or a label on it to write on. Cute little heart doily. So if you saw my previous video, you can skip through some of the, tap 10 ahead. Great large space if you want to try to label this out for Valentine's just right. I know when you have, 52 pages, it's a little hard to try to figure out where the middle of your journal might be, but we have the fun green pages just for something different, the avocado paper. Okay, and then it goes back, of course, the other way to the other side. So there is plenty of writing space in here. I left it open, sort of naked in this way, so you guys could do as you saw fit around the basic, minimum design pages. So on the back, I was running out of space, so I did on the inside back of the journal, I did put 2 more journal cards. So this she comes out. You could even write him and her. You could write a little something on the back. It's all decorated. Plenty of room on the inside and even on a little bit at the back. I might try to make sure that everything had journaling space. Because why not, right? And even the tucks inside the tucks. So we are doing that. Things have glitter on it, so be careful. I had fun with the gold glitter. Then we get to the back page. More pockets as designed. Things are clustered on here just like they're clustered in the front. I love this page by itself. This is part of one of my collages, and how can you just not enjoy that? So we have more playing cards back here. Everything distressed, ready to go. With a good pen, you can write on just about anything and everything, front, back. Put a word, put a name, put a thought. You have 4 more journaling cards in the medium to small size to coincide with the big ones in the front. And again, a whole nother set of journals. So we have some fussy cuts here, more labels. There's a set of words in here for you that came from my Valentine's card. If I can get to it, there's all this stuff that just keeps coming out. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 words in here. Another large label, small label, the lovely stamp cutouts, and I tried to fussy cut them close. You can go closer if you want, or just distress them. But hopefully I did a nice little white ended cut for you guys so that you can use them as you see fit without any issues. But yeah, there's a lot in here, so I'm going to try to carefully put these all back in here. But I hope you guys like it. There's like over a dozen little pieces of fussy cuts. There's 14, I think, of pieces of ephemera, and I even shoved in these last guys because if you wanted to do some more decorating, I left some large pieces for you to use as you saw fit. These are the last 2. This was fun. This was weaving some eco-dyed strips onto some of the scrapbook paper. Put lace goodies. Put a little label up there, and then you have the writing capability on the back. Oh, it's just so cute. And then the last piece is the trifold, where I definitely took it and decorated the decorative sides, and then left it open for you guys with a good pen to write on the back. So on the inside can be a whole story, it can be a huge thought, it can be tradition, can be whatever you do in February, whether it's just about the winter, whether it's about love and gratitude and family, whatever fits the bill for you guys. But it's another area where this could be something great as a belly band or another pocket inside the journal if you wanted a really good page. So there is that. It's lined on the inside, so it's a little tricky. I will make sure I get a little more glue in there before I pack this guys up for you. So there you go. Lace, gold, fussy cuts, flowers, appliques, scrap papers, the works. And then the back, because I didn't really want to cut and lose like the look of this, and it is such a huge holes in some areas, that I went ahead and sewed it down the flap to make it a pocket. You could even get your tacky fabric tack and glue one more time here and make it 2 small pockets, leave it open to do something big. Or if it bugs you, you could, because it's sewn and glued down, you could just trim it out and use it elsewhere. But I went ahead and, once I folded it, I just hit trimmed the edges just right to give it a sort of a fray and a keep to the border. And just a little bit of lace, or ribbon, I should say, just to sort of to fix the end here. So, and I look at it, I put everything back. Oh my gosh, there you go. So a full-blown, I feel, Valentine-inspired journal ready to go with decorative ephemera, plain ephemera, that's just digital, printouts from my kit, and some things that I got from other probably paid sources. I don't remember where the burlap one came from. They either came from, oh my gosh, where did these come from? I was looking for a lot of seed packets at one point, and so it was either Graphic Fairy or Old Vintage Shop. Is that what it is? Old something shop. And she had them, free of charge. They're part of her free of her on our blog thing. And so I felt they were just the right color. How do I got them from a Happy Mail? One or the other. Oh my gosh, I've had some stuff forever, and I was just pulling colors. I wanted to pull colors. I wanted you guys to have flowers and vintage and floral. So things to work with, things to do. So I really hope you enjoy this naked journal. It's a double envelope. It's not double journal. So it's a Valentine's. What do we say? A Valentine envelope journal and ephemera holder. Wow, right? Such a mouthful. But it is there, and that's how it's listed. It's listed down below in the descriptions, as we've mentioned. These are glued down. Mentioned so that you can find it quickly and easily. It's up for sale. I put it up just probably an hour or so ago before this aired, so that way the link would be in there and ready to go. 2 journals in 1 month. Oh my gosh, who knew? I've done it on occasion. I did it last year where I went from fall to winter to Christmas and all that. It was the first time where I've done almost 2 journals very similar. One's Vintage Rose and feels like Valentine's, but doesn't have to be. It's still up in the shop last time I checked. No one has purchased it yet, but we'll see. And then this one, which is definitely, all the rest of my Valentine elements, my papers, my pages, my fussy cuts, anything pinks and reds and vintage that worked. And you have this just adorable little journal, great for the month of February. You can totally feel the month, have a nice little themed month journal if you're a monthly journaler and you really want something going on. And then you can get into spring, right? Before we know it, by the time February's done, we will be feeling the spring, even if it's a wintry spring, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this flip through of the Valentine envelope journal and ephemera holder. It is up for sale. The description is down below with the listing, and of course the listing will bring you back to the video if you need to take another peek at it if the photos are not enough for you. So thank you so much for watching and commenting. Hopefully you go take a peek at everything that's in my shop, whether it be handmade or digitally created for your pleasure. All of the things that I use, of course, today in the pages and the ephemera, most of it is all in my Etsy shop. If you decide that you just want to make one of your own, I don't blame you. Go ahead and grab the digitals and show me and share within my Crafters of a Jewel Design. Let me know what you made. Share it with our group and with the love, so we can continue to be inspired and just full of joy as we watch other crafters enjoy their time in front of the camera and on their work desk, and we really appreciate all the love that goes in both directions. So this is Jolene with a Jewel Design. This is a Valentine journal that I've created that's now in my Etsy shop, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend before we know it, it will be Friday. So love you all. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.